According to Israel's former space security chief, in an interview with an Israeli newspaper, he said the aliens have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will understand in general what space and spaceships are. NBC News chief global correspondent Bill Neely explains this one.
Hi, Alison. Well, this is quite a story, and it comes from the man who headed Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years. Chaim Eshed is making the extraordinary claim that the United States and Israel have been in contact with a group of aliens for years. Not immigrants, but extraterrestrials. He has called them the Galactic Federation of Aliens, and he says President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and had been on the verge of revealing their secrets, he claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria. Well, the retired general says the US and Israel have kept it from the public because, quotes, humanity isn't ready and the aliens don't want to reveal themselves until humanity can evolve, he says, and understand what space really is. Well, the good news is that he claims an agreement has been reached between the US government and the aliens, a contract to do experiments here. There's also, he says, a secret underground base on Mars where there are American and alien representatives.
Rolling it out on a Monday. Now, this is really something because, for the first time ever, I think, the sitting head of NASA gave a very serious answer when asked about UFOs. He was asked specifically about these videos we're looking at, shot by Navy pilots a number of years ago, showing craft off the coast of the United States that moved in ways that defied the laws of physics as we know them. Here's Bill Nelson, the current NASA administrator, asked about these videos. Take a look.
To those pilots, and they know they saw something, and their radars locked onto it, and then all of a sudden it was here on the surface, and then it's there, and they don't know what it is, and we don't know what it is. We hope it's not an adversary here on Earth that has that kind of technology, but it's something.
The interviewer went on, Erica, to ask him what he thought it was, and he went on to talk about how we now know the universe is so big. He said there may be other universes, and he says, to say that Earth is the only location where life forms can exist, he says that's probably not the case.
But I do know this, that my personal opinion is that the universe is so big, and now there are even theories there might be other universes. And if that's the case, who am I to say that planet Earth is the only location of a life form that is civilized and organized like ours? But I'll tell you what that makes me think. I better be a better steward of what we have, because we're messing it up. But are there other planet Earths out there? I certainly think so, because the universe is so big.
On, just flying it.
It was a special day when this object was first discovered. We have been waiting for the discovery of an interstellar object for decades, basically.
Oh, when I first heard about this interstellar object, it was very exciting just from a scientific point of view that finally there's been an actual observation of such an object.
This object is simply a piece of another solar system that was expelled, and it has been traveling through interstellar space for hundreds of millions of years, billions of years, we don't know.
A number of our survey projects and other observatories immediately turned their telescopes to take observations of this object. From the observations we have so far, it looks like it's a very elongated object, maybe about a quarter mile in length.
We think this object, 2017 U1, is very long, perhaps 400 meters or so long, and very narrow, skinny, perhaps maybe 40 meters or so in the other dimensions. That's a very unusual shape. We don't see that in our solar system. None of the asteroids in our solar system look like that. So it's very puzzling how it could have obtained this shape.
We also see that it's very reddish in color, which indicates that it's been possibly in space a long time and irradiated by not only the light from our sun, but
Another planet.
To stay risks annihilation.
Quote, but I think some of the phenomena we're going to be seeing continues to be unexplained and might, in fact, be some type of phenomenon that is the result of something that we don't yet understand and that could involve some type of activity that some might say constitutes a different form of life. And as they point out, it's now not just John Brennan and Harry Reid. Christopher Mellon, the former Assistant Secretary of Defense, has come out very publicly saying that there's a ton more evidence behind the scenes. So, look, like I said, I have to balance this with, we saw John Brennan lie about Russiagate, but I don't see a lot of incentive here in order to lie about this. In fact, the way I read the statement, Crystal,